I would like to share with you a bit about Nuru's work in Burkina Faso. It was a place I called home a little over 20 years ago when I served in the Peace Corps. And ever since, it's been a place I just feel tethered to because it had such a big impact on my life. I lived in a semi-nomadic community on the edge of the Sahara Desert. It was one of the poorest communities in one of the poorest countries in the world. Merely surviving was hard. During my service, plagues of locusts, drought, famine, and disease stole futures. It's really hard to put the scale and intensity into context. But in that community, I didn't know a single family who hadn't lost at least one child. At least one. In spite of this unimaginable and continued hardship, the people in the community were some of the kindest people I've ever met. What struck me then, and really drives me now, is the injustice of it all. Poverty isn't about having fewer options. It's about having no good options. Fast forward to today, the community that I served in is largely gone. My friends were either forced from their homes or killed by the growing insurgency that swept across the region. And this is not an isolated story. Families face three bad options: death, join the insurgency, or flee, leaving behind everything they've ever known. Rural communities in West Africa are being torn apart by the combined forces of extreme poverty and growing conflict. Without urgent action, conflict and poverty will continue to spread at an alarming rate, further destabilizing the region. Poverty alone is devastating. 20 years ago, I didn't think anything could be worse, but I was so wrong. Burkina Faso is now at the center of global terrorism. Conflict and instability are spilling across its borders into Ghana, Togo, Benin, and Niger. Rural communities facing extreme poverty are at a tipping point. Without good options, they're forced into mass migration, more conflict, and deeper poverty across the surrounding area. The heartbreaking truth? No problem gets better with neglect. Despite the clear need to address poverty in these communities, they're being written off as too risky. And when no one shows up, it gets worse. Communities disappear, and the surrounding regions succumb to the growing instabilities caused by unaddressed poverty. The bottom line is, it's a solvable problem. It doesn't have to be this way, but someone has to show up. A few years ago, Nuru showed up in northeastern Nigeria, an area that was written off due to terrorism. With your support, families began earning a living, communities reclaimed their identity, and celebrations returned after years of fear. Nuru brings people together to build businesses, strengthen their communities, and disrupt the spread of conflict with resilience and prosperity. Nuru goes where others won't. We can't wait for someone else because no one else is coming. We must take action now. Can you help us? Conflict is spreading at an alarming rate, but it can be stopped. Community is the antidote to division. It's the seed of peace and the soil of prosperity. When people show up for one another, trust can be rebuilt, peace can take root, and communities can thrive again. When we address extreme poverty in these communities, we do far more than just equip people to make more money. We restore dignity, we strengthen resilience, and we give communities a chance to hope again. We've seen it. Thanks to you, we've done it. Let's do it again. More communities need our support, and they can't wait any longer. Your gift can bring hope, helping communities recover and giving communities the opportunity to build their own futures. You can create a ripple effect of good, not just in a family, not just in one community, but across the entire region in West Africa. Will you give today?